So the question presses, what is this new worldview? How do we describe the worldview of Paul the Apostle? It clearly isn't the worldview of Second Temple Judaism, and yet in another way it clearly is. Among recent studies of Paul, my friend and colleague in Durham, John Barclay, wrote a book on Jews in the Mediterranean world, and the final chapter was a bit of a puzzle about Paul, because he says from one point of view, Paul looks like a very liberal Jew. He sits light to circumcision, to the Sabbath, to the food laws. From another point of view, Paul looks like a very conservative Jew. His holiness code seems much stricter than that of many Jews of his day, and so on. And Barclay is setting this up, I think, as a tease. He hasn't written the subsequent volume, which he's promised yet, to show how he would reconcile those. But I think it is clear that because of Jesus the Messiah, the worldview has shifted dramatically. From one point of view, the story has been fulfilled. From another point of view, the symbols have been relativized. It is the same story, the story of how the one God is fulfilling his promises to Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, and doing so for the benefit of the whole world. That's where the story was going. But precisely because it is now for the benefit of the whole world, it cannot be defined in terms of the ethnic symbols of Second Temple Judaism. This is not then that Paul is just some kind of a liberal thinking, oh well, we're doing something new, let's forget some of those old scriptural requirements, they're a bit out of date anyway. It's nothing whatever to do with that. It's a theologically worked through principle. I, through the law, died to the law. I am crucified with Christ. And the Torah itself is both fulfilled and, in its very fulfillment, set aside. Not because the Torah was a bad thing, a stupid first attempt by God to save people, which God then said, no, that's not working, let's do it differently now. The Torah was a wonderful, glorious thing, God's holy, just, and good law, which was given for a purpose and for a time, and with the Messiah, the time is up. And all that was there in Torah that God intended to be permanent has been transformed, translated into the life of Christ and the Spirit.